thing. In May of 2000, Debbie Shank was driving home when she made a U-turn on Highway 177 in Cape Girardeau County, Missouri, and got broadsided by a semi-truck. She suffered a brain injury that took her memory and left her with very little ability to move or communicate. She's lived in a nursing home ever since. Debbie's medical bills were covered by a health insurance program at Wal-Mart, where she'd work nights stocking shelves. Debbie's family later successfully sued the trucking company whose driver was involved in the accident. The attorney's fees and expenses, after those fees and expenses, the $417,000 from the settlement was put in a trust for Debbie's care. That's when Wal-Mart stepped in and sued the Shanks to recover the medical costs. Wal-Mart won the case in court. Last summer, the family appealed the ruling, but Wal-Mart won. 1 week later, their 18-year-old son, Jeremy, was killed in Iraq while serving in the Army. Refusing to give up, the family appealed to the Supreme Court. But last month, the High Court said it would not hear the case. The family's financial situation became so dire that last year, Debbie's husband, Jim, divorced her so she could receive more money from Medicaid. Debbie's case generated a public outcry after it was recently featured on several national news networks and in newspaper editorials. Then yesterday afternoon, Wal-Mart announced it had reversed its decision and said it no longer will seek the money. In a statement, Wal-Mart said, quote, "We have decided to modify our plan to allow us more discretion for individual cases, are in the final stages of working out the details. Wal-Mart will not seek any reimbursement for the money already spent on Ms. Shank's care. We will work with the family to ensure the remaining amounts in the trust can be used for her ongoing care. We're sorry for any additional stress this has put on the Shank family," Wal-Mart statement said. Well, Jim Shank is Debbie's husband. He joins us now on the phone from Jackson, Missouri. We welcome you to Democracy Now!, Jim.
Good morning. Thank you for bringing me on.
Well, this is a victory for you, Wal-Mart's statement yesterday afternoon.
It's just not for us. It's for all the employees of Wal-Mart also.
Can you...
Makes it even more.
Jim, can you tell us, I went through the story briefly, but you take us from the beginning in 2000 to that terrible moment when Debbie was hit by the truck. Take us forward from there.
Well, you covered pretty much all of it. It was just a long, drawn-out battle. After we won the case against the trucking company, we thought everything was pretty well set for a while. Even though our attorney, he estimated her needs would reach over $4 million just to take care of her for the rest of her life.
How is she functioning now?
Pardon me?
How does she function?
She doesn't. She has to be fed. Everything has to be taken care of for her. She can speak and communicate, but she has no short-term memory whatsoever. And she knows who we are. And she's just cognizant enough to realize that she's miserable and she's 52 and she's going to live the rest of her life in a nursing home. And
so when you won the money from the trucking company, the more than $400,000 for Debbie's care, explain what happened. Why did Wal-Mart sue you?
Well, there's a clause in their employment contract that if you recover money in a lawsuit, and they can recover what they've paid out in insurance claims. And I wasn't very aware of it. I didn't realize what it all meant, and they didn't do anything for 3 years, so we figured they were just going to let it go.
But Wal-Mart doesn't pay more money. The insurance company does, right? When someone like Debbie has such, has such high medical bills.
Right. Well, it comes out of the insurance company's money, but I don't know how it all works. I know that most companies, the employer pays some and the workers pay some. So I guess part of the deal between the company and the insurance company to help cover their costs.
So after 3 years, what did Wal-Mart do?
And they filed suit to recover the money and Well, my attorney and I were sort of amazed that they had waited that long, but that's just the way it went. We were really surprised.
So when they filed suit and you had the money to take care of Debbie, what happened to that money?
It was tied up right away. They froze it in the banking account, so we couldn't spend any more of it. And it just sat there.
So you haven't had access to that money?
No.
You divorced Debbie last year?
Yes. Last summer it came through.
And did that involve financial reasons?
Well, it was a myriad of reasons. I think one of the things is that with Medicaid, she'd be eligible for more help being single, because her nursing home bills are just astronomical, and I don't know what we would have done.
And so your divorcing her allows her to get more coverage for medical expenses.
Right.
You lost your son last year in Iraq?
Yes, ma'am. That was about the last straw. After that and everything else that happened, that was just devastating.
How old was Jeremy?
18.
Where did he die?
And I can't even remember the name of the town. He was relieving his best friend at guard duty in a guard tower, and he was shot by a sniper. He died in his best friend's arms.
Does his mother know?
It comes and goes with her. Some days when we visit, she'll say, Jeremy's dead, right? And then other days she'll go, did Jeremy die? Where's Jeremy? You have to start all over again explaining to her, and then she just breaks down crying, asking why.
And through all of this, you've been dealing with this lawsuit by Wal-Mart and then appealing the decision, losing, and appealing again.
It's just been more than I thought I could handle. Only my faith in Jesus has gotten me through. That has to be it, because I'm not strong enough for this.
You have another son?
I don't know how I made it through a day at a time.
You have another son, Jim?
I have two other sons, son 24, Christopher, and son 17, Nathan. And the whole thing is just worn on them. It's changed them.
In what way?
They're more prone to anger, lash out, get in fights. They're unsure about their future. It wasn't until yesterday Nathan was sure we could afford to send him to college. You know, it's not set in stone, but the outlook is better that we will be able to. And just, the outpouring of people in this country. So many people have come to our aid. If I could be so blunt, even a gentleman in Tennessee, he has set up a website called hopeforshank.com, and he's selling candles in Jeremy's memory and wants all the funds to go for Debbie's care. I mean, it's just things like that. A gentleman in Georgia, his church is having a fundraiser for Debbie. It's just all across the country, people are reaching out to help. And if we could, this is a great country, if we had some leadership that could harness the people that we have, we wouldn't be in the situations we're in. Because we have some great people in this country. The citizens of the United States are still loving, caring, giving people.
Jim Shank, when your story got national attention on the networks, starting to get it day after day, you know, pointing out that Walmart had made something like, I think it was $11 billion in profits last year, but was suing you and Debbie for the money for Debbie's care, and then turned around yesterday. We had called Walmart several times yesterday to ask them to join us, and then we got this statement. What difference did the media attention make in your case?
Between the media and the attention that it got from people saying they'd never shop at Walmart, people angry at Walmart, I mean, writing in on internet blogs and all, just bashing Walmart. Between that and the media coverage, I guess, it was just too much bad publicity for them, and they had to spin it differently.